And now it's time for another Board Game Brawl unboxing with Nick Minahan, sponsored by BoardGameBliss.com. Folks, to quote the great George Costanza, I'm busting. Let me give you a timeline of events for today. Wake up in the morning, I finally got a good night's sleep last night, and I'm sick. I got a sore throat. By the time I get to work, I am sniffling, I am sneezing. I am just a disgusting wreck, and I have a really busy day at work, moving all kinds of stuff around. We're still moving into our office. It's just crazy, and I'm just miserable, and finally decide I'm going to go home. Now, the backdrop of all this is that over the past week, I've been seeing people get their Kingdom Death stuff in the mail. I'm seeing videos go up. I'm seeing pictures go up. I'm seeing playthroughs and walkthroughs. And people are like, Nick, are you getting so excited? Are you so excited? And I'm like, where is my game? I haven't even got a shipping notice. I haven't gotten a tracking notice. No, nothing. I get home early from work. I put in my half day, come home. What is sitting outside waiting for me? This enormous, heavy, really surprisingly heavy box. And I am still sick, and I'm hopped up on the way home. I got Alka-Seltzer pills, and I'm hopped up on these cold and flu pills, and I feel like as soon as I'm done with this video, I'm going to pass out completely, and hopefully I don't get in trouble for making this video if my boss ever sees it, but trust me, once I'm done with this, I am just going to be comatose for the next 10 hours. But until that happens, I have got to do an unboxing of this. I have been waiting for Kingdom Death for almost 3 years. This project funded completely on the first week of January 2013. That's insane, okay? Now, I already did a Wave 1 unboxing and showing off of some of the promo miniatures. That was the only thing in Wave 1. This is the Survivor Pledge. This is the game with maybe a couple of other extras, but I am so psyched. I am so psyched. So let's not even protract it out anymore, if that's even a word properly used. I told you I'm hopped up on cold medicine. Let's get straight to the unboxing. I'll give you a couple of hints. It's going to involve a lot of plastic and probably some disturbing imagery. Okay, you want to hear a funny / sad / incredibly infuriating story? My camera, as good as it is for a lot of things, seems to have the shortest battery life ever. And I usually am well aware of this, and I had a fully charged battery, and I filmed another video before this, but I thought that I had more than enough battery life to film 2 entire unboxings. And unfortunately, right when I was about to turn off the camera anyways, because I was running out of time for the clip I was shooting while I was doing the unboxing of Kingdom Death, the battery ran out. And when the battery runs out, it does not save the video you are currently shooting, and I lost everything. I lost almost the entire unboxing of Kingdom Death. So you are going to lose. I'm reshooting it, obviously. You're going to lose some of the mystique because I've already popped open the boxes and taken out a lot of the stuff. And I hate repeating myself, and I made a lot of really funny jokes that you'll never hear, and I'm very sorry about that. I'd be more upset if I wasn't so tired and sick, but I'm still going to go ahead and do this anyways. I wouldn't blame you if you go and watch some other unboxing that actually does a perfectly legitimate unboxing. This is sort of like a, hey, look at this stuff I just unboxed video, but I didn't actually delve into everything in the main box, so at least there will still be that surprise. Now, at the top of the main box, the cardboard box that I opened, there was this box here, which is the Survivor level rewards, which are the Kickstarter backer stuff. Complete with the inside joke of thank you backers, which is looks like a typo, and the fact of the matter is it is a joke on the fact that Adam Poots, the designer / publisher of Kingdom Death, constantly makes horrific grammar and spelling errors, and this is his little inside joke to the actual backers for that. Although if this was an actual mistake on here and he didn't really mean to do that, that would be hysterical, but I don't think that's the case. So, and then on the other side of this you have his logo, which is actually emblazoned on the bottom of all of the miniatures bases, at least for the promo characters that I received in Wave 1. And then on the inside of the main box, the actual game box for the Survivor level, is this miniatures assembly box, which is full of more miniatures that are actually in the base game. There is a website that at this current moment, does not actually have any content on it, or at least when I checked last night. But it may have it by now. I really, really hope it does, because these are some incredibly difficult miniatures to put together. Now, what was inside these 2 boxes? Well, a whole smorgasbord of sprues. This was all of the stuff in the Survivor level rewards box, which was the first box I showed you. Lots of this is Adam and Anna, the exclusive survivors for Kickstarter backers. It's kind of hard to see when you're on a background of a sea of plastic, but there they are. Wow, they're so small and intricate. This is one of the many Kingsmen that we get to put together. This is like an armor kit, I believe. This is, the Phoenix kit, which is for the Phoenix miniature, which is in bits and pieces all over the place. So this is part of the miniature. Notice how incredibly detailed the wings and feathers are. These are the bases. I wonder if that's for the Phoenix miniature. More Kingsmen, more armor kits. This is the Rawhide kit. It's such an incredible amount of stuff. Yes, lots and lots of things. Wow. And then, by the way, I was even more flabbergasted in the original unboxing, but still, even having seen these a second time, this is the Watcher, who is going to be really hard to put together, but he's a really impressive looking miniature based on the photos I saw. Another Kingsman, another armor kit, and the rest of the Phoenix. And then, inside the miniatures assembly box here, we had more sprues. Now, a lot of this is doubles of stuff, because as a Kickstarter backer, you just got like extras, like an extra Phoenix, more Kingsmen, more armor kits, appropriate, another Watcher, more bases that just fell off the side of the table, and so on. This is starting Survivor stuff. So there you see there's a couple, I know it's hard to see with amongst all the other plastic, but there's a couple of the starting Survivors, and this is the Lion, which is, you'll see in a lot of photos, that's like the first enemy you're supposed to fight. And then there are kits for all the enemies that you kill, and then that you're able to harvest their bones and organs and skin in order to make armor and weapons out of them. Here's the Phoenix again. Just wow, just awesome miniatures. Okay, so a lot of this stuff, there was one other one here that was a new creature that wasn't in the other box. Let me see if I can find it. There it is. Like this demon antelope thing. And more of the starting Survivors, I believe. So pretty cool stuff. More armor kits. I have no idea how long it's going to take me to even consider delving into the armor kits. Just putting the main miniatures together is going to be a beast. But okay, that was that. Let me get this stuff out of the way. Alright, so now you're pretty much caught up to speed. Except that I can show you the main box. Alright, so once I peeled the plastic off of this, it just really looked amazing. I love that foil embossing on there. And on the side, and it is very heavy, the corners are already smashing in, which is probably inevitable. I mean, for the material that they wanted to use. What's on the back? I didn't even look at the back yet, honestly. Whoa, sweet. Actually, I saw this in a promotional image. Look at that. That's such beautiful artwork. I love almost all the artwork I've seen in this game, even as horrifying as some of it is. MA, mature audiences, 1 to 4 players. Wow. So cool. One of the best box designs ever. Alright. And so, let's get this bad boy back over. Ugh. I think I'm a pretty strong dude. It's really heavy, hard to lift it with just one hand, so you resort to 2. Alright, so like I said, this box was sitting on top in here. So I'd already just taken that out. So here we go. This is the very last thing I was looking at before my camera crapped out on me. This is like the settlement track, which is pretty crazy. There's innovations and principal cards. The innovation deck. This is actually not that high quality. I would wager this is one of the most least high quality things in the game. Wow, okay. The darkness track, maybe? Just because it says overwhelming darkness. Starvation over here. Okay. I completely forgot that in the first take of this video, I had a warning at the beginning about both the fact that there would be spoilers, which seems obvious. If you don't want to know what's in the box because you're excited about it, then don't watch. But also stuff that might be graphic imagery. I don't know that I've really spoiled or that there has been graphic imagery, and there may not be, but I just thought I'd warn everyone. But I guess it's a little late now if you really didn't want to see what was in it. But anyway, let me show you that. So on this side, there's pretty cool at the bottom of the track. It says, set up the settlement, survivors return, gain endeavors, draw settlement events, update death court, update timeline, develop, there's someone at my door. Alright, sorry about that. So there's that. That's all pretty cool. So this is like a way to keep track of what goes on during the course of the game. Record and archive resources, prepare departing survivors, end the settlement phase. Alright, so there's all of that. This is a place for combat. This is the combat board. Basic actions, wound stack, AI, which is the AI for the enemies. HL, I'm not sure what that is. Different card spaces. These are token spaces. Cool. These are a bunch of different tokens in the game. Let's see. Plus and minus luck and speed and evasion. I'm assuming on the other... Well, let's look at all of this. I don't know what those are. Wounds, maybe? Lantern tokens. Yes, there's plus on the other side of these. Wow, even the tokens look good, honestly. Here are, a bunch of other tokens, bigger tokens. What's this? Monster controller. If a player targets their survivor, they gain +1 insanity. I don't know what that really means yet. Trees, creepy faces all throughout the game. More creepy stuff. Well, there's probably a backside to this. No. Okay. And the main game board, which I will open up in a second. Let's see what else is in here, though, first. Whoa, lots more stuff. Well, I assume there would be a rulebook somewhere, although it would be funny if even with the game finally being delivered, he still didn't produce a rulebook. Alright, there's a lot of sealed card packs. Rather than do that on camera, I might do that off camera for the sake of time. Let's get all this stuff out of here. Wow, look at that. The insert's pretty good, honestly. As far as board game inserts go. Survivor things. Here's the rulebook. Not in the best shape, but look at this thing. Oh my gosh. Lesser men would balk. Here's survivor sheets and settlement sheets. Actually, this is just a... Yeah. Wow. Wow, look at this insert. Pretty bad when I'm even impressed by the insert. Good God. Alright, I'm going to unpack these cards, not on camera. Alright, there are a ton of cards in this game. Just so many. I was sitting here for more than 7 or 8 minutes just unpacking all these. And I'm glad I did because it would have just been a pain to do it on camera. But, I mean, let me just show you some of them just to be complete with this unboxing. The circle is complete. These are like body parts of different animals. Screaming brain, mushy gums. It's a very auspicious thing to start off with. Beefsteak bladder, pelt. He's showing up pretty well. There they go. Large flat tooth. That's for the antelope. Strange resources. I don't really know what they are. That's why they're strange. Iron, leather, elder cat teeth, phoenix crest, second heart, perfect crucible. What's that for? When you craft with the perfect crucible, an ancient bacteria is released into the air. Suffer minus 1d10 population and archive this card. Oh, great. All right. More antelope stuff. Time flows backwards. Wow. I don't even know what most of this is. I mean, I think these might be the AI cards. But, alright, let's go. There's more parts of the Phoenix, I think. Small hand parasites. What? Screaming Halo. Rainbow droppings. Alright, these are the HL cards. I'm not really sure what those are. But whatever. Here, I'll just show them to you. Oh, these are AI cards. Spiral Age. Zeal. This is for the Kingsman. Acid Blood Discharge. Battle Pressure. Regal Plume. Regal Helm. Regal Greaves. Feathered Wing. These are for the Phoenix. Glorious Wing. Sphincter. Glorious Head. Tiny Time Stop. Glorious Primary Eyes. Inner Face. Alright, all the rest of these are AI cards as well, and not as impressive. These have to do with like the ages of the settlement, something like that. Then here are, let's see, innovation cards. Yeah, let me separate those from the other ones. So you have Language, Inner Lantern, Ammonia, Symposium, a Hovel, Forbidden Dance, Heart Flute, Pictograph, Face Painting, Lantern Oven, Bloodletting, Scrap Smelting, Romantic, Barbaric, Collective Toil, Accept Darkness, Survival of the Fittest, Protect the Young, Ultimate Weapon, Final Fighting Art. And speaking of that, there are fighting art cards. So you have like Mighty Strike, Berserker, Crazed, Orator of Death, Strategist, Thrill Seeker, Ambidextrous, Timeless Eye, Leader, Combo Master. So many cards, I'm not even halfway done. Okay, we gotta speed this up a bit. Random event cards. Let's see. Different weapons. Cleaver, Thick Cape, more Monster Bones and Hides. Love Juice? Love Juice. Of course there's Love Juice. Alright, then what's all this? And now, what's all this then? More AI cards. There's going to be a ton of these because every monster's got them. These are turn order cards, or, yeah, something like that. These are, yeah, I think so. These are the different basic survivors. Maybe like initiative cards. I love the artwork in this game. More items and stuff. AI cards. Cool. And then... Sorry, this is a reiteration. I am sick, so I'm sniffling all over the place. Trying not to get it all on my cards. Oh man, there's so many cards. Back here are like armor sets, special armor sets like Rawhide armor, Phoenix armor, Leather armor, Lantern armor. These are disorders. Nice. And then there's a bunch more of AI cards, which I'm not going to go over. Anxiety, Weak Spot, Honorable, Post-Traumatic Stress, Rageaholic, Secretive, Prey. Oh boy. So maybe about halfway there. There we got, these are item cards, right? Mask Marker, I don't even know. Almanacs, Bug Trap, Lantern Gauntlets, Perfect Slayer, Sword, Bone Axe, Bone Blade. You'll put these on your character sheet. Bone Sickle, Zombato. Remember, you're supposed to be making all of these from the enemies that you kill, which I think is a really fascinating concept. Here is starting gear, which I'll show you. Cloth, founding stone, which is just like a piece. You basically make a sword out of a stone on the ground. The Thunder Maul, I'm guessing, is not that. A starting gear. This is actually rare gear. So, Regal Gauntlets. Let me focus in a little bit more. Steel Sword, Twilight Sword, like the Twilight Knight. And then more stuff. Lance of Longinus. Does every game that's apocryphal have that? I guess so. And let's see. What else? Good God, there's so much stuff. Headdresses and cloaks, and these are all the stuff that you might find on the enemies that you kill. The White Lion, Hollow Sword, Sonic Tomahawk. I'm sure those are from the Phoenix that you kill. More. These are dividers, by the way. These are just dividers that you put inside the box for all the different things, armor sets and so on and so forth. The different enemies with their AI decks. More stuff for the items. And then these. Oh, boy. Just make sure my audio is still going. All right. Different types of things you could... Terrain, toppled pillar, dead monster. Different types of creatures you might run into. These are the Watcher's AI cards. So we got to his stuff. Tentacle Crown. This is also the Watcher. The Void Shroud. This is the White Lion. So here's his AI deck. More bits and pieces and parts. And then, let's see, let's just go through the rest of this. Here is the actual player sheet. What I showed you before was actually the settlement sheet. This is for the players themselves to keep track of all their stuff. This is the different parts of the settlement you might be able to build, I suppose. A barber, surgeon, blacksmith, bonesmith, all the different items in the bottom there. The Caterium, Exhausted Lantern Horde, and the Lantern Horde, which is like the centerpiece of your settlement, I believe. Leather worker, mask maker, organ grinder, literally, plumery, stone circle, weapon crafter, the skinnery. These are settlement events. You're going to be drawing a bunch of these. The first day, I'm sure you start off with. And these I'm probably not going to show you or read them off because people really don't want to be spoiled on those, I'm guessing. And then the player mats. These are where you're going to be putting all of your items. All right, I probably should have done this before I did all this, but the last thing I'm going to show you is the board. All right, well, this is the board of death, the centerpiece of your civilization, I believe, and where all of the action is going to take place. And I mean, this is just amazing. I remember when he first put up pictures of the concept art for the board, and people didn't even know what to expect, and I was just like stunned by it. And I know I said this was the last thing I was going to show you, but actually I forgot to show you the dice. The dice are pretty cool in and of themselves. They went with the engraved dice, which is always a good choice. Don't make the King of Tokyo mistake I always say. So you see the different size of the dice here, and even these D8s have, of course, a special lantern side. That's actually a D10, my apologies. So, very, very cool. And then, actually, there is the Rulebook, which is a tome. This would be major spoilers for sure, but I just wanted to show off this artwork, which I just think all the artwork in this game is fantastic. Wow, this is it's a perfect bound book, so it's already like bent on the corners. I don't want to mess it up too bad, but let's see if I could do it like this. There's the back of the box. All right. Wow, this is like a story. That's probably a lot of wasted space, but okay. Oh, wait, by the way, that was one of my favorite pictures. There's that. And, wait, where's the other one at? Maybe that was the one I was thinking of. There, that's the one. I had that on my timeline wall for a while. Just so much good artwork. I am also incredibly intimidated by the size of this book and trying to get through it, but there you go. Well, okay, there's the graphic imagery I was referring to earlier. Wow. I love that artwork too. Oh, that was one of my favorite pieces too. I had that on my timeline for a while. These are all, by the way, like different, just different aspects of the game that they're talking about. So it's not all artwork. It's just that that's what is on every other page. And yes, I know good artwork does not a great game make, but whoa. That would be cannibalism. There you go. Nice. Awesome. How dare you, Nick? My parents were eaten by cannibals. A lot of this artwork I've never seen before. Wow. I could just... Wow. Like a comic or manga in the back. Wow. And that's that. And a glossary, yay! Alright, well that is Kingdom Death. I mean, that is a ton of stuff, and I'm sorry that the beginning of the unboxing got flubbed, but hopefully it gave you a good indication of what you can expect. That is a ton of stuff. Absolutely, positively my longest unboxing ever by a mile. But thanks so much for hanging in there, and I can't wait to actually play it and hopefully review it, 3 years from now. Take care. Thanks for watching. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Patreon. And make sure to check out our sponsor, Board Game Bliss, where you can find an amazing selection of games from around the world. BoardGameBliss.com. Thanks for your support.